Breaking football news as Edu is set to leave Arsenal. And you may be thinking, what the hell's this news got to do on a Forest channel? Let me explain. Welcome to your Forest news. Good morning, good evening, or good night. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to your latest Forest news. And a quick reminder, yes, Forest are still third in the league. If you're enjoying the content, if you're still happy from the weekend results and the Premier League table, make sure you let me know by hitting that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. And a very quick reminder, because I think there's like 20 tickets left for this beautiful 1979 Forest kit signed by the starting 11, those European winning champions. Can Forest do it again? And it's framed and LED'd up. It's absolutely beautiful. If you want to get your tickets, you're going to have to get them fast. Scan the QR code or click on the link that's pinned in the comments. And I'll also put the link for the birthday bash in there. I know a few of you have been messaging me saying, Wolfie, where's the link? We want to come celebrate your 23rd birthday with you. That will be on the 20th of November at 7 p.m. at Grosvenor Casino, and entry will be absolutely free. We're covering that for you to say thank you. And as I confirmed yesterday on Grumpy Old Reds, the man, the myth, the legend, Brucey, one of our own, kind of, he's from Long Eaton, will be there as well. So if you want to meet us, if you want to meet Brucey, if you want to have a laugh, a little live podcast, and then we'll chat with you guys, come down if you're free on the 20th. Okay, let's get into this, because this is some interesting news on Edu. And let me explain firstly who Edu is. He's currently the sporting director at Arsenal, and he is leaving. He's the one who rebuilt Arsenal from the ground up. He got rid of the likes of Aubameyang. He got rid of all those kind of wannabes, Nicolas Pepe, Ozil, all those players that were causing that cancerous society, shall we say, in Arsenal. And he, alongside Arteta, have been in the rebuild of Arsenal. And you could say that rebuild is still ongoing because they still ain't won nothing. But he is leaving. And this is where it gets interesting. If you remember, about 3 months ago, we told you there were stories coming out of Brazil while Edu was out away there in the off-season, that Marinakis is a huge fan of Edu and wanted to bring him in to overlook his footballing empire. Forest with the Greeks, with the Portuguese team, he wanted Edu to look after all of those. Now, there are rumours that Marinakis is after a fourth club, and Edu is no doubt still high on his priority list. Now, this has been tweeted out by Romano, the news that Edu is leaving. He also put a little teaser there reminding everyone that Marinakis is interested in the Empire. And then shout out to Semi in the Daily Mail. He's put this together. So I'm going to give you some headline news on the article. So it says here, Arsenal sporting director Edu is leaving the club in a major blow to Arteta as he loses a key ally who masterminded their transformation and signed the likes of Odegaard and Declan Rice. So he was overlooking it. There was talks that there was a reshuffle when you look through the article, a reshuffle, a moving of power. Sammy says he can't confirm whether or not this is true, but what he can confirm for sure is that Edu is set to leave. Now let's follow this through. There are rumours and links that Forest will be interested in Edu. We're working to find out whether or not those are true or not, and we'll bring them to you. But let's use logic first. Is it surprising the weekend that Forest go ahead of Arsenal in the Premier League, that suddenly Edu, the mastermind of the Arsenal, uprising, if you can call it that, is suddenly leaving and wants to go to a higher Premier League team? Some would call him a glory hunter if that's going to be the case. I would say he's a smart businessman. He's going to a club where he can upgrade from a club that has no European heritage in the Champions League or European Cup as it was back then, to one that has done it twice. to one that's currently sitting in a title race, technically speaking, and you can understand all the logic behind it. So I would see this as a step up for Edu from Arsenal to Forest, especially, joking aside, that he gets to overlook not just one team, but potentially 4 teams as well. And he has a lot of positive traits that he can bring to Forest. Look, when this broke a few months ago, we spoke to our mate Robbie from AFTV, and he had nothing but praise to say about Edu. And when you look at it in the Arsenal fan base currently, you would say the majority like what Edu does. I think the only negative you would find against him is that he is anti-buying a striker. Seems to be the general consensus from those ones who don't mind him leaving. And we don't really need a striker because we got Cristiano Ronaldo. But more importantly than all of this, if this is true, well, we know Edu leaving is true, but if the links back to Forest and the Marinakis empire are true, then I think bigger than what Edu can bring to the club, and he can bring a lot. He can bring great direction. He has a CV that shows what he's done. He'll be experienced, he'll have great contacts and everything like that. And of course, he's Brazilian, so he fits into the whole Nottingham Rainforest theme. It's a statement. The statement here is that Forest are serious. Forest are back where they belong. Forest have the pulling power to potentially take someone from Arsenal, a Cartel 6 team, a Sky 6 team, whatever you call them these days, across to Forest. That for me is a huge, huge statement. Now, we don't know yet. One, if there are links back up with Forest, as I mentioned, we know there were 3 months ago. We don't know yet Edu's reasons for leaving. If we find out that the reasons are leaving because Marinakis has finally got his man after 3 years of courting him, of wooing him and everything like that, he's been able to pull it off, then that makes it even bigger of a pull that he was still in Arsenal. Those stories died out like 2-3 months ago, and Marinakis did what he does best and gets things done. He made him a deal he couldn't refuse. So we will keep you posted on the developments of this one. I think it will come out very quickly what his reasons are and if he's going to move. On top of that, when you look at backroom staff stuff that happens, usually a lot of them may have gardening leave and things like that. I don't know what the case is with Edu right now. We'll look into that. But this may have already been decided and agreed with Marinakis. But we may not see the fruit of this until, say, January, if he's got a 30-day gardening leave or whatever it might be, depending on his contract with Arsenal. But interesting story, to say the least. How do you guys feel about Edu coming in? Or do you think right now, don't rock the boat? Do you see everything going on the pitch and off the pitch is in unison? You know, we haven't got crazy stories coming out left, right, and center. Therefore, should we rock the boat? Let me know your thoughts on all of this down below. Just to reiterate, the facts are he is leaving Arsenal. The rumours are it's being relinked back to Forest. Those currently are just rumours. Get your thoughts in down below. If you've enjoyed the content and haven't already, please don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new here. Go check out Grumpy Old Reds from last night if you haven't caught it yet. Even with everyone being happy, there was still room for some arguments in true Grumpy Old Reds fashion. Check out the Football Prizes gift and get your tickets for my birthday bash on the 20th in Nottingham. We'll see you on the next video. Come on, you Reds.